Look at this high-speed drift. When the car snaps into the turn, time freezes, the frame shakes, and momentum feels like a physical punch. To build that exact sensation, we have to construct 3 distinct layers. First, we manipulate time to build anticipation. Second, we disrupt the physical screen space to create a visual shockwave. And third, we anchor the moment with heavy audio frequencies. But instead of baking these effects permanently into our original footage, we're going to build a modular engine. By isolating the impact on a separate, transparent layer, you can pick the effect up and drop it anywhere in your timeline. Mastering the coordination of time, space, and sound allows you to engineer specific moments of visceral impact that dictate the viewer's physical response to the music. Step 1 is setting up our environment in Premiere Pro. Before we touch a single visual effect, we need to address our raw audio because the stock music track we're using is clipping and distorting. We need to carve out acoustic headroom for the heavy sound design we'll add later. Right-click the audio clip, select Audio Gain, and enter -10 decibels. Now we listen through the track and map out our grid. Every time we hear a heavy bass drop, we tap the M key to drop a timeline marker. These markers dictate exactly where our visual effects will detonate. Warning tone: make sure you click off your audio and video clips into the empty workspace before hitting M. If a clip is selected, the marker attaches directly to that clip instead of the master timeline, which throws off our alignment later. Once your grid is plotted on the master timeline, you have a precise blueprint. You no longer have to guess where the music peaks. You just align your effects to the blue spikes on your grid. Now we tackle the speed ramp leading into our drop. To do this, we use time remapping. Time remapping is a Premiere Pro feature that lets you change the playback velocity of a single clip dynamically over time, rather than applying one uniform speed to the whole video. Right-click the tiny FX badge on your video clip, scroll down to Time Remapping, and select Speed. This reveals a thick white rubber band line horizontally across your footage. Click the white line to create a keyframe, dragging the left side to 200%. This 90-degree drop is too rigid, so split the keyframe apart and use the Bezier handles to bend that sharp corner into a gentle S-curve. The camera now glides smoothly out of the fast motion, settling naturally into the impact of the drop. Mastering this curve separates a harsh, amateur edit from a polished cinematic sequence. With our timing locked, we add the physical screen disruption. We start by creating an adjustment layer. An adjustment layer is a transparent clip that acts like a pane of glass. Any effect you drop onto it applies to all the footage sitting underneath it, leaving your original files untouched. Drag that transparent layer onto your timeline. Hold down the Shift key as you drag its left edge so it snaps exactly onto the beat marker we plotted earlier. We only want this violent shake to last for a fraction of a second. Use your arrow keys to advance exactly 4 frames to the right and cut the adjustment layer there. We now have a microscopic window for our effect. Next, drop the transform effect onto your 4-frame layer. In the Effect Controls panel, uncheck the box labeled Uniform Scale. This unlocks the X and Y axes so we can stretch the image disproportionately, creating a jarring, violent warp. Now we animate the movement frame by frame. Frame 1, set normal values. Frame 2, scale to 135, rotate to -5 degrees. Frame 3, scale to 120 and rotate to +5. Frame 4, return everything to 0. Because all of that dense math is contained within a 4-frame external block, you've just built a portable impact grenade. You can deploy this exact visual shockwave anywhere in your sequence without having to re-enter the numbers. To make the audience actually feel that visual punch, we have to trick their brains. A sudden, violent camera movement only feels heavy if it is paired with a severe drop in audio frequency. Grab a cinematic subdrop or boom sound effect and place it on your audio track. Slide the audio clip so that the thickest part of its waveform perfectly aligns with your blue timeline marker. Now that the visual math and the audio weight are perfectly synced, highlight both the 4-frame adjustment layer and the boom sound effect at the same time. Hold down the Alt or Option key, click your highlighted block, and drag a copy of it directly over to the next marker on your grid. The entire impact engine duplicates instantly. Integrating that rapid screen distortion with deep sub-bass frequencies forces the viewer to process the edit as a physical event, registering the shift through both sight and sound. Watch the complete sequence. The camera smoothly accelerates into the action, hits a synchronized wall of sound and visual distortion, and glides seamlessly out. Because our engine is modular, you control the intensity. If you dial the scale values down to 110, you get a subtle, rhythmic bump. Push them to 150, and you create a visual earthquake. Take this 4-frame block and drop it over your own footage. Tweak the rotation degrees, test out different scale values, and swap in heavier sound effects to see how the physical weight changes. Cinematic editing is about the engineering of moments. When you build the right tools, you can directly control the momentum of a scene and deliver a visceral, physical impact that elevates your entire story.